We've made it to semifinals Saturday, and the Jackrabbit women's basketball team is a part of the party. After sweeping past Omaha in the quarterfinal, they match up with the 5th-seeded Fighting Hawks of North Dakota with the right to play for a Summit League championship on the line. And good afternoon to you, along with Ben Anderson in Sioux Falls. I'm Braden Byers here with you at the Denny Sanford Premier Center as we gear up for postseason basketball action. Well, as I mentioned, SDSU beat Omaha by a score of 87-67, about a 20-point difference there between the two teams. They kind of were expected to win that game, but one team that wasn't necessarily expected to win their game, the 5th-seeded Fighting Hawks, as they skipped past number 4 seed, the St. Thomas Tommies. Just a bracket rundown for you here as we get into semifinals Saturday. Of course, we have this one, North Dakota versus South Dakota State on the women's side, and as well on the women's side at about 2:30, Kansas City will be taking on Oral Roberts. Now, the winner of this one goes up against the winner of that one in the Summit League Championship game tomorrow at approximately 3:30 p.m. As we take a look on the men's side, the South Dakota State Jackrabbit men's team got bounced from the tournament yesterday in an 85-69 loss to North Dakota, an historic performance from Trace and Eaglestaff in that one. So the semifinals shape up like this at 7 o'clock tonight. South Dakota is taking on Omaha, and North Dakota versus St. Thomas at 9:30 tonight to round things out. And that championship game will be played tomorrow, a couple of hours after the women's game, right here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. So we're a couple of minutes away from getting this one started. We'll take our first break, and when we come back, we'll have more on the matchup and what happened in the other two games leading into this game, and we'll get you set with the starting lineups as well before we have game action for you here from the Denny Sanford Premier Center. We'll be back here in a minute or so, a couple of minutes. You're listening to Jackrabbit Women's Basketball on Collegiate Sports.
Cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Welcome back here to the Premier Center as we work our way up to tip-off here between the Jackrabbits and the Fighting Hawks. The Jackrabbits, as I mentioned, beating Omaha to get to this semifinal game against the Fighting Hawks in front of 7,195 fans here at the Premier Center yesterday. It was a good atmosphere for sure, leading the way for the Jackrabbits in terms of points. It was, let me find it on the sheet. It was 16 points for Brooklyn Meyer, 12 each for Paige Meyer and Maddie Velostin, as well as Madison Mathewitz and Haley Timmer. They followed up with 11. There are a few players to watch for North Dakota who kind of took over the game here in the 80-67 win for the Fighting Hawks over the St. Thomas Tommies yesterday. Kira Pemberton, 30 points for her, 10 of 16, shooting 10 for 12 at the free throw line, and Jocelyn Schiller as well, 17 points, 5 for 11 on from the field, and 7 for 8 on free throws. I'll go ahead and give it over for the starting lineups and describing the game action play-by-play. Here is Ben Anderson.
Braden forgot to turn up my microphone, but I'm here now for this epic semifinal game here in Sioux Falls. So glad to have you here with us in the Denny Stanford Premier Center. Finally able to, with the power of technology, bring you into the courtside with us here. And we're about to get the starting lineups for both these teams in just a few moments. I'm really excited for this game. The Jackrabbits clearly dominant in women's basketball right now in the Summit League. And the University of North Dakota coming in as the 5 seed. Of course, yesterday, the men's team got upset in the first round to North Dakota, and the Jackrabbit fans in the stadium right now looking to get a little bit of revenge here. And I see the Fighting Hawks that were here yesterday are back again. The Jackrabbit fans again fill the rest of the stands. And this game there's gonna be some emotion in this game, and it's really gonna come down to what the players are able to do. We were looking at the statistics before the game. The Jackrabbits are better shooting-wise. They have a better completion percentage. Jack's sitting at 48% on field goals compared to the Fighting Hawks at 43%. And the Jackrabbits doing a little bit better from beyond the three-point line as well. The Jacks sitting at 37% and the Fighting Hawks just around 30%. But what we saw at the end of the season was the Jackrabbits really starting to struggle with the three-point shots. I remember the last regular season game at home for the Jackrabbits that we covered. The Jacks weren't able to make a three-pointer until the last minute of the game. That was Maddie Mathewitz with that one. But again, in the first round against Omaha, the Jackrabbits able to heat up a little bit, got into the groove of things, and able to make a difference here. So right about now, about to get our starting lineups for the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. So the first down the chute for the Fighting Hawks is going to be a guard 5'9" junior from Mora, Minnesota, number 2, Michaela Almer. Almer averages about 8.7 points per game, 2 rebounds per game for her. Next down the chute for the Fighting Hawks, it's going to be guard 5'7" freshman from Grand Forks, North Dakota, number 30, Jocelyn Schiller. Schiller's one of the star players for the Fighting Hawks. She averages 13.4 points per game and 4 rebounds per game. Third for the Fighting Hawks, it's going to be forward 6'2" sophomore from Regina, Saskatchewan, all the way from Canada, number 7, Nevaeh Farah Horn. Fourth down the chute for the Fighting Hawks, it's going to be one of the star players for them and the top scorer for North Dakota. It's going to be forward 6'1" sophomore from Langley, British Columbia, number 9, Kiara Pemberton. She averages 16.5 points per game and 7 rebounds per game. Last down the chute for the Fighting Hawks is going to be their center at 6'3", a sophomore from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 10, Fatima Ibrahim. So 3 players in the starting 5 from Canada there for the team from Grand Forks. Now we're about to get the starting 5 for the Jackrabbits. This squad that has continuously been able to spread the love as it comes to scoring, able to put points on the board from any side of the court. And it's really hard to defend against this Jackrabbits team as head coach Aaron Johnston's put it together. And what a legend of the sport, head coach Aaron Johnston, winning the Summit League Head Coach of the Year. So getting our hype video here for the yellow and blue. Again, freshman Katie Vasika not going to be playing in this one. She's got a brace on her right foot. Actually, she downgraded. She used to have a boot on there. Now just a tape wrap and considered day-to-day by head coach Aaron Johnston. So we'll see if we see Vasika later in this one, maybe for the final. Maybe she sticks it out for the March Madness tournament. But I assume Vasika might be back in action later this year. So now all the Jackrabbit fans in the crowd on their feet. We're about to get the starting five for the Jackrabbits. First for the Jackrabbits, it's going to be a guard at 5'10", junior from Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, number 3, Madison Mathewitz. Mathewitz plays a great game, one of the top three-point shooters for the Jackrabbits, and just getting some more playing time this year as there's a lot of seniors on this team. Mathewitz is going to be looking to step up next year for the Jackrabbits. Second for the Jacks in the starting five, it's going to be someone who just came off an injury last year. It's a guard, 5'11" redshirt junior from Rapid City, South Dakota, number 13, Haley Timmer. And then here's a star player coming down the chute next for the Jackrabbits. She has made such an impact. The senior, 5'6", from Albany, Minnesota, guard number 21, Paige Meyer. Another senior coming down the chute next for the Jackrabbits. It's forward 6'2" senior from Melrose, Wisconsin, number 24, Mesa Biome. And of course, last but not least, the biggest star on this Jackrabbit starting five, forward 6'2" junior from Larchwood, Iowa, number 31, Brooklyn Meyer. So the starting five for the Jackrabbits, Mathewitz, Timmer, Meyer, Biome, and Brooklyn Meyer. And the starting five for North Dakota is Armour, Schiller, Farrahorn, Pemberton, and Ibrahim. We're about to get the tip-off here at center as we put 10 minutes onto the first quarter clock here in Sioux Falls for the Summit League semifinal of the women's basketball tournament. So headed to center court for the tip-off, it's going to be Brooklyn Meyer facing off against Fatima Ibrahim. Ibrahim is 6'3", Brooklyn is 6'2". Meyer leaping up, gets the top of the ball, and it's headed back to the Jackrabbit possession first. It's going to be Paige Meyer at center court right now. Moving to the right, gives to Timmer outside the three-point line. Mathewitz to her left. Here is Paige Meyer on the far side, outside the three-point line, inside. Biome for Brooklyn. Meyer is up for two. The Jackrabbits able to score first. It's 2-0 with 9:39 remaining in the first quarter. Now the Fighting Hawks with the basketball. Jocelyn Schiller gives to Armour. Armour across to Horn. Horn here to Ibrahim, center three-point line. Back to Armour. She loses control of the basketball. Taken away by Mathewitz. Mathewitz towards the basket, up for two. The Mathewitz takeaway and score. It's now 4-0. The Jackrabbits on top with just over 9 minutes left in the first quarter. The Fighting Hawks with the basketball. It's Pemberton. Pemberton to the far side, Farrah Horn hands the ball over to Armour for three. That's no good, off the rim. Rebound by Paige Meyer. Meyer give to Timmer on the near side. In the corner, Mathewitz for three. That almost gets stuck in the rim. No good. Mathewitz gets her own rebound. Pass out Timmer. Timmer center to Biome. Here is Paige Meyer on the far side outside the three-point line. Paige Meyer quick inside. Bounce pass to Brooklyn Meyer. There's a stoppage. Whistle stops action before the basket. It's going to be 4-0. The basket doesn't count by Meyer. The Jackrabbits still on top. It's 8:30 remaining in the first quarter. Fighting Hawks with the basketball. And we have Nevaeh Farrah with it. inside the paint now, moving for the basket. It's Kiara Pemberton. She's able to put the first points on the board for the Fighting Hawks. It's 4-2 with 8:14 remaining in the first quarter. Here is Paige Meyer, quick to the basket, up for two. Paige Meyer able to get it done there. It's 6-2 now. The Jacks by 4. 8 minutes remain. With the basketball now, it's Jocelyn Schiller. Schiller quick to the near side, passing to Pemberton. Pemberton inside the paint, jump shot for two. Off the glass and in for Pemberton. It's 6-4 now as the Jackrabbits are leading by 2. 7:45 remains in the first quarter. Paige Meyer pass to her right. That's Mathewitz. Mathewitz to Meyer. That one's poked away by the defense. Nevaeh Farrah Horn gets the steal there. Horn gives to Pemberton. Pemberton quick inside the paint, working against Timmer. Spin move. Off the glass, gets her own rebound. And up for two, Pemberton. Ties us up at 6 apiece with 7:20 remaining in the first quarter. Here's Paige Meyer up the far side. Meyer holding the basketball, moving to the near side, pass to Mathewitz. Mathewitz to Timmer on the far side outside the three-point line. Biome inside the paint now, working against defender. Brooklyn Meyer up for two. A whistle stops play. There's going to be another travel on Brooklyn Meyer. Ball's going to be inbounded now by Nevaeh Farrah Horn and the Fighting Hawks. We're still tied up at 6 apiece. 7 minutes remain in the first quarter. On the far side, Jocelyn Schiller pass in to Ibrahim. And here comes a travel on the Fighting Hawks. The Jackrabbits now to inbound. It's still 6 apiece. 6:55 remains in the first quarter. Biome inbound to Paige Meyer. Paige Meyer on the near side. Pass into Brooklyn Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer give to Timmer. Timmer for a jump shot for two. An amazing shot there by Timmer. It's 8-6. The Jackrabbits by 2 now.
And already in this one, that is the 4th different Jackrabbit to score here. Pemberton on the other side has all of the Fighting Hawks points.
Jocelyn Schiller now tries for three, poked away by Biome. Biome takes it away. Biome sitting on the far side outside the three-point line. Give to Meyer here on the near side. Paige Meyer quick inside the paint now. Wrap around pass for Brooklyn Meyer. She can't complete the shot there. Off the rim and out. It's 8-6 now. Jackrabbits still on top. Here comes a three-point shot from Pemberton. That's an air ball. Rebound by Mathewitz. Mathewitz to Paige Meyer. Meyer to Timmer. Timmer wide open three. That's nothing but net for Haley Timmer. (11-6) now as the Jackrabbits lead it by 5. 5:45 remains in the first quarter. Fatima Ibrahim with the basketball on the far side. Give to Pemberton. Pemberton across here to Horn. Horn's outside the three, moving inside now, working against Timmer. Step back. Give to Almer. Almer moves on the far side. Almer pass back to Pemberton. Pemberton back across to Horn. Horn for three. She's able to capitalize there. It's 11-9. The Jacks by 2. Paige Meyer with the basketball. Meyer across half court now. Moving to her right. Give to Timmer. Timmer to Mathewitz, center three-point line. Bounce pass back to Timmer. Timmer moves quick inside the paint now. Fadeaway jump shot. There's going to be a foul on North Dakota as Timmer's wrist was hit on the shot there. Pemberton picks up the first foul of the game. It's 11-9. The Jackrabbits by 2. Timmer's at the line shooting 2. 5:05 remains in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I will say the Fighting Hawks keeping it rather close here with 5 minutes left in the first with only 2 players scoring. Of course, Pemberton has 6 and that three-pointer from Farrah Horn.
Timmer's first is up and good. Timmer now with 6 points. 12-9 the new score. Jacks by 3. Timmer will take a second shot. Timmer's shot up and good. It's 13-9 now. The Jackrabbits by 4. 5:05 remains in the first quarter. With the basketball now, Jocelyn Schiller crossing half court for the Fighting Hawks. Moving on the far side. Give to Almer. Almer back out to Vanderwall. Vanderwall give to Schiller. Schiller's on the near side three. That one's poked away by Paige Meyer back into the arms of the Fighting Hawks. And it's Horn with the basketball. Horn give to Pemberton. 5 seconds on the shot clock. up for a jump shot, no good. Paige Meyer gets the rebound. Paige Meyer quick the other way inside the paint. Paige Meyer tries to pass out for Timmer. It's poked out of bounds by the Fighting Hawks. And we're going to step in to immediate timeout here with 4:31 remaining in the first quarter. The score 13-9, the Jackrabbits by 4. We'll step away, come right back here after the immediate timeout on Collegiate Sports.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
A heads up before something bad happens.
You should not send that text.
Uh-oh. Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can reverse prediabetes and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners. Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Welcome back in here to the Denny Stanford Premier Center. I'm Ben Anderson with Collegiate Sports. Braden Byers next to me. Paige Meyer inbounds there. The Jackrabbits lose control of the basketball off a rebound by the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. The Fighting Hawks now in possession, knocked out of the hands of Kiara Pemberton. She regains control. She's outside the center three-point line right now. And there's going to be a whistle and an offensive foul here on the Fighting Hawks. Pemberton picks up her second personal foul. That's the second team foul in the first quarter for the Fighting Hawks. It's still 13-9. The Jacks by 4. 4:11 remains in the first quarter. Mesa Biome looks to inbound here. Shooting-wise, although early in this one, the Jackrabbits are 5 for 8, and the Fighting Hawks 4 for 9. Fox, the freshman, moves inside. Pass outside to Callie Tyson. Tyson inside the paint for Biome. Biome up for 2, no good. There's going to be a foul here on the Fighting Hawks. Biome's going to be headed to the line. Nevaeh Farah-Horn picks up her first personal foul. That's the third team foul for the Fighting Hawks. Biome makes her first. And Biome with the second as well. It's 15-9 now as the Jackrabbits up by 6. And just under 4 minutes remain in the first quarter. Jocelyn Schiller moving up the far side. Give to Fatima Ibrahim. Ibrahim give to Jayla Owen. Owen in to Ibrahim again. Ibrahim in the paint, and there's going to be a jump ball forced by Callie Tyson in there with Ibrahim. Currently the Fighting Hawks possession, so they will inbound here. 3:41 remains in the first quarter. It's still 15-9. Jackrabbits lead this one by 6. Here's Almer outside the three-point line, poked away by Paige Meyer. There's going to be a foul here. Foul coming in on Paige Meyer. That's her first. That's the first team foul for the Jackrabbits. Inbounding now for the Fighting Hawks, it's Almer. She finds Jocelyn Schiller. Schiller give to Jayla Owen. Owen for 3. That's no good off the rim. Rebound inside by Ibrahim. The Fighting Hawks still with the basketball, up for 2, no good. Off the glass and in the arms of Emily Fox. Fox give here to Volostin. Fox center three-point line. Give to Paige Meyer on the near side. Paige Meyer up for 3. That's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound by Jayla Owen. Owen on the far side. Owen crossing half court. On the far side, three-point line now. Owen quick inside the paint, pass out to Almer. Almer looks to shoot now, dribbling to the far side. Here giving to Horn. Horn for 3, no good. Taken away by Paige Meyer on the rebound and got into some contact there with Ibrahim. There's going to be a foul. Fourth team foul for the Fighting Hawks in the first quarter. 2:50 remains here. It's 15-9 still. Paige Meyer quick to the basket, up for 2, and good. Paige Meyer with the and one. Paige Meyer going to go to the line and shoot the and one after the basket. 17-9, the Jacks by 8 now. And it's 2:41 remaining in the first quarter. The Fighting Hawks currently on a scoring drought of the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Paige Meyer makes the and one. It's now 18-9. It's the Jackrabbits on top of this one. 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. Here's Michaela Almer, and a give to Jocelyn Schiller. Schiller spin move against the defender, up for 2, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Emily Fox there. Fox quick on the far side. Dribbles inside the three-point line. Pass over to Mathewitz on the far side. Mathewitz all the way across. Volostin from the corner. That's off the rim. Volostin was shooting hot on threes last game. Brooklyn Meyer inside the paint with the basketball after the rebound and a whistle. And the Fighting Hawks will inbound now. Nevaeh Farah-Horn in to Jocelyn Schiller. It's still 18-9. 2 minutes remain now in the first quarter. Here's Ibrahim. Give to Owen. Owen to Schiller. Schiller across to Almer. Almer quick inside the paint. And a whistle before the shot. And there's going to be a foul here on Mathewitz. That's her first foul. Second team foul for the Jackrabbits of the first quarter. Inbounding now for the Fighting Hawks. It is Schiller. There comes a three-point shot from Almer. That's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound by the Jackrabbits. Emily Fox with the basketball now.
And with that miss, UND has missed their last 6 shots.
Fox on the near side three-point line, trying to get it into Brooklyn Meyer. That one just a little bit too low. Meyer can't hold on to it. And currently, the Jackrabbits have 5 turnovers through the first quarter. It's still 18-9. The Jackrabbits on top. Minute 30 remaining in the first quarter. Schiller steps back on the near side three-point line. Quick inside the paint now for Schiller. Pass out to Almer. Almer quick inside the paint. Jump shot for Almer. That's nothing but net for the Fighting Hawks. It's 18-11 now. The Jackrabbits by 7. A minute 15 remains in the first quarter. Emily Fox passed to Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer to Ellie Kolbeck, who just checked into the game. Kolbeck's on the near side three-point line. Passes all the way across Mathewitz to Volostin. Volostin into Brooklyn Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer forcing her way into the paint. Turnaround bucket there for Brooklyn Meyer. It's 20-11. The Jackrabbits by 9. Under a minute remaining in the first quarter now. Jocelyn Schiller on the near side three-point lines. Schiller makes a move inside. Give to Ibrahim. Ibrahim for a deep 2, and that one was no good. Here's Mathewitz. Mathewitz to Fox. Fox is on the center three-point line. Give to Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer to Volostin. Volostin across to Fox. Brooklyn Meyer in. Underneath the basket is open for two.
A nice
20.
move from Meyer to cut inside the lane there.
Absolutely. It's 22-11 now as the Jackrabbits on top by 11. 15 seconds remain in the first quarter. The Fighting Hawks with the basketball, letting the time run down here. It's Jocelyn Schiller making a move now. Quick inside, up for two. That's not a good shot. And it's Volostin who tries to pass over to Fox, and Almer gets the interception there. The Fighting Hawks get a second chance, and they're not able to capitalize. Now the Fighting Hawks are one of the last 9 field goal attempts. So this is the end of the first quarter in the semifinal match. It's 22-11. The Jackrabbits on top of this one. We'll be right back here for the second quarter of action on Collegiate Sports.
I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Get hurt.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Welcome back in here to the Denny Stanford Premier Center for the Summit League tournament. Right now, Paige Meyer with the basketball give to Timmer. Timmer bounce pass into Biome. And to Brooklyn Meyer. Back outside. Biome for three from the center three-point line. That's no good. Rebounded by Brooklyn Meyer. It's on the ground now. It's going to be a forced jump ball. So we start off the second quarter at 22-11. The Jackrabbits on top by 11. And the Jacks have been shooting fairly well compared to the Fighting Hawks, wouldn't you say, Braden?
Forgot to turn my own microphone on this time, man. Focusing on too many things. 8 for 11, South Dakota State is 5 for 18 on the other side for UND, and only 3-point scores for the Fighting Hawks compared to the Jackrabbits' 5.
Currently, Pemberton has the basketball. She passes out for Almer. The Fighting Hawks with a deep two. That's good from Michaela Almer. Almer's now with 4 points through the first quarter and the start of the second. It's 22-13 now with 9:09 remaining. The Jackrabbits on top. Timmer wide open three. That's off the rim, no good. Brooklyn Meyer forces another jump ball underneath the basket. Jackrabbits with possession. They'll inbound in Fighting Hawk territory here.
Something else to note, too, SDSU's gotten to the free throw line 5 times, has hit all of them. So far, the Fighting Hawks have not gotten a foul that has warranted a free throw.
There's going to be a foul here as Brooklyn Meyer forced it into Mesa Biome. And it's going to be Ibrahim who picks up her second foul, the first foul for the Fighting Hawks of the second quarter. The Jackrabbits will inbound here again. 9:01 remains in the second quarter. Paige Meyer looks from the corner, moves in. Underneath the basket now, Paige Meyer getting double teamed. She has to pass out to Mesa Byam. Byam into Brooklyn Meyer and back out to Mesa Byam on the far side corner. Mesa passing over to Mathewitz. In the corner, it's Paige Meyer in Mesa, and Mesa's in for two. An excellent play there by the Jackrabbits. 24-13, the Jacks on top. 8:34 remains in the second quarter. Here comes a jump shot for two sent by Jocelyn Schiller. It's no good. Still 24-13, Jacks with the lead. Mesa Byam is gonna get a violation here. And as she was going to shoot it and then decides she's not going to, another turnover for the Jackrabbits now with 7 with 8:15 remaining in the second quarter. Here comes a three-point shot from Almer. That's no good off the rim and rebound by Mesa Byam. Here's Paige Meyer quick the other way. Paige Meyer looking outside now in the near side corner. Give to Mathewitz. Mathewitz center three-point line quick inside for Mathewitz. Now pass out to Paige Meyer. Meyer to Byam in the corner for three. That's no good off the rim. Rebounded that time by Kiara Pemberton. The Fighting Hawks headed the other way. Pemberton quick inside the paint. And it's going to be Mathewitz who forces a jump ball. An excellent defensive play there by Mathewitz. Gets a piece of it.
Substitution for South Dakota State, number 22.
Volostin getting subbed in now for Mesa Byam. 7:44 remaining in the second quarter. It's still 24-13. The Jackrabbits on top of this one. Schiller shooting for two, no good. Rebound by Haley Timmer. The Fighting Hawks not shooting well here through this one. Haley Timmer give to Paige Meyer. Paige Meyer quick inside the paint now. Pass out to the corner, it's Mathewitz. Mathewitz quick inside, passing to Volostin. Volostin over to Mathewitz again on the right side. Mathewitz quick inside now to the corner. Paige Meyer on the near side. Paige Meyer dancing around the rim and up for two. That's a nice shot by Paige Meyer. It's 26-13, the Jacks by 13. 7 minutes remain in the first half. Michaela Armour quick inside now for the Fighting Hawks. She's in the paint working against Tyson, and there's going to be a foul against the Jackrabbits. Currently, the Fighting Hawks in a scoring drought of the last 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Callie Tyson picks up the personal foul. That's her first. That's the first team foul for the Jackrabbits of the second quarter. At the line, she'll shoot two. It's Michaela Armour. Armour's first is good. It's now 26-14. The Jackrabbits on top by 12. Armour gonna shoot a second, and that one's in as well. Now 26-15, the Jackrabbits lead it by 11. 6:52 remaining in the first half. Paige Meyer bounce pass in to Volostin. Volostin trying to find space, passing over to Tyson. Tyson to Timmer. Tyson with the screen. Timmer a little late there on that shot. Had open space, but hesitated, and the shot's no good. And headed the other way. A shot up by Schiller, no good. Rebound by Tyson there. And it's Meyer headed the other way. Quick to Timmer. Timmer inside the paint. Pass out Volostin in the corner. Mathewitz for three. That's off the rim, no good. Timmer tries to get the rebound, but instead in the arms of Kiara Pemberton, the basketball headed the other way. Pemberton forcing her way inside the paint, passing out to Auber. Here's Schiller, wide open three. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Tyson gets the basketball. Paige Meyer going the other way. Meyer just with the basketball around half court. And now moving inside. Less than 6 minutes remain in the first half. Here is Paige Meyer, far side three. Fade away jump shot. Paige Meyer able to make it happen there. It's 28-15. The Jackrabbits on top. And the Fighting Hawks currently 2 for their last 16 field goal attempts. 5:40 remains in the first half. With the basketball now, it's Armour. There's a whistle that stops play. Madison Mathewitz picks up her second personal foul, second team foul for the Jackrabbits of the second quarter.
Yeah, UND not being able to score here is really kind of letting the Jackrabbits start to run away with this thing. I mean, 28-15, it's doable, but
Almer shoots a deep two. That's no good. Rebound by Volostin, and the Jackrabbits headed the other way on another unsuccessful field goal attempt by the Fighting Hawks. Fox to Paige Meyer. Paige Meyer center three-point line. Couple moves now. Quick feet by Paige Meyer inside. Passing out to Volostin for three from the far side corner. No good. Volostin was really shooting well against Omaha. Hasn't been able to warm up yet. Jocelyn Schiller quick to the rim. And there's going to be a whistle as Paige Meyer hits the floor hard. An offensive foul on Schiller here. Second foul. I think, yes, Schiller tagged with that one. Her second personal foul. That's the second team foul of the second quarter for the Fighting Hawks. Volostin inbounding here, Paige Meyer. 5 minutes remain in the first half. Paige Meyer on the far side. Moving up the court, pass to Fox. Fox in to Tyson, out Volostin, and a travel called on Tyson here. That's going to be the 8th turnover for the Jackrabbits through the start of this one. As it's going to be 28-15, the Jackrabbits lead it by 13 points with less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half. We've got another timeout here. We'll take it with them. Be right back after this message.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back in here to the Denny Stanford Premier Center. I'm Ben Anderson with Collegian Sports. Glad to have you here alongside us. Braden Byers next to me. It's currently 28-15. The Jackrabbits on top of this one by 13 points. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Neither team very successful on three-pointers so far. The Fighting Hawks are 1 for 9 on three-point attempts, and the Jackrabbits are 1 for 10. But the Fighting Hawks having a little bit more trouble scoring as they have not scored a field goal in the last 4 minutes and 22 seconds. With the basketball now, it's Skylar Vollmer. Vollmer tries to pass into Pemberton. Pemberton ends up on the floor. Lost control of the basketball. There's going to be a inbound here from the Fighting Hawks. Brooklyn Meyer subs into the game now for the Jacks. Inbounding is Skylar Vollmer. She finds Jayla Owen. Owen bounce pass in, Vanderwall. Vanderwall across here to Horn. Horn over to Pemberton. There's 4 seconds on the shot clock now. Kick out to Owen. Owen up for three. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Both teams now 1 for 10 on three-point shots. Here is Paige Meyer to Colbeck. Colbeck to Volostin to Brooklyn Meyer inside. Brooklyn Meyer in the paint passing across to Paige Meyer. Paige Meyer quick inside the paint now, over to Brooklyn Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer up for two. No good, but there's going to be a foul. And looks like we're going to have a foul on Miranda Vanderwall. That's her first, third team foul of the second quarter. And Brooklyn Meyer will go to the line and shoot two. Still 28-15. Jackrabbits lead this one. And 4:07 remains in the first half. Brooklyn Meyer at the line. Her first is off the front of the rim, no good. North Dakota still struggling now in a scoring drought of the last almost 3 minutes. Still haven't made a field goal in almost 5 minutes. Brooklyn Meyer can't make either of her free throws. It's still 28-15. The Fighting Hawks with it. Pemberton up for two. No good, and a foul coming here. Madison Velostin guilty of that one. Her first personal foul. And the third team foul for the Jacks. At the line, shooting two, Kiara Pemberton. Pemberton, her first is good. Under 4 minutes remain now in the first quarter. Excuse me, the second quarter. Pemberton able to make both there. Now 28-17. The Jackrabbits lead by 11. Brooklyn Meyer underneath the basket, turn around and runs into Miranda Vanderwall, who's 6'7", underneath the basket. Not able to get the basket there. It's 28-17 still. Jackrabbits will inbound in Fighting Hawk territory. Here is Brooklyn Meyer forcing her way inside, up for two. That's good. The layup from Brooklyn Meyer. 30-17 now the score. Jacks by 13. Here comes a three-point shot sent by Armour. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound by Haley Timmer. Still 30-17. Jacks on top. 3:20 remains as Timmer tries to force her way to the basket. This one goes out of bounds. Sent by the Fighting Hawks. Emily Fox will inbound here. Fox gets it into Velostin. Velostin in trouble, needs to pass out, give to Brooklyn Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer looks towards the basket, decides not to shoot it, tries to go inside the paint for two, no good. Rebound by Haley Timmer. Timmer has it. The Jackrabbits get another opportunity to score here. Emily Fox outside the three, give to Velostin. Velostin to Colbeck in the near side quarter. Inside, Brooklyn Meyer fighting for the basket, up for two. That's all the way across, no good. The Jackrabbits can't capitalize, had three chances there. Jayla Owen with the basketball around the three-point line. Here's Pemberton. Pemberton moving inside now in the paint against Fox. Up for two, no good. There's a foul. It's going to be the freshman Emily Fox. That's her first personal foul, fourth team foul for the Jackrabbits of the second quarter. It's now 30-17 as the Jacks still lead by 13, and it will be Pemberton at the line shooting two. 2:43 remains in the first half. Kaya Hurst into the game now for Miranda Vanderwall for UND. First shot by Pemberton is off the rim, no good. Pemberton on the second shot here. That one is good. It's now 30-18, Jackrabbits by 12. 2:40 remaining in the first half. Emily Fox give to Tyson. Tyson to Byam. Byam to the corner, Mathewitz. Mathewitz on the near side. Inside to Fox. Fox for a jump shot, two. No good. And rebounded that time by the Fighting Hawks. Ends up on the floor, and a jump ball forced by Haley Timmer in there. Timmer credited with the rebound there. 30-18. The Jackrabbits by 12. 2:30 remaining. Into Mathewitz. Mathewitz moves into the paint. Up for two. Mathewitz can't get it, and there's a foul on the Fighting Hawks again. Kaya Hurst gets her first foul. She just checked in the game. Fourth team foul for the Fighting Hawks of the second quarter. 2:23 remains in the first half. And it's Mathewitz at the line shooting 2. She makes her first. It's now 31-18. Jackrabbits lead it. Mathewitz's second shot is also good. And now 32-18 is our score. Jackrabbits lead by 14. Here is Jocelyn Schiller across half court now on the far side, giving to Almer. Almer inside against Paige Meyer, working against Biome now, out across to Pemberton. Here comes a three-point shot sent by Hurst. That was wide right. Here is Paige Meyer on the near side, moving up the court. Quick inside the paint for Meyer. Kick out to Mathewitz on the near side. Here's Biome, center three-point line. Inside, Tyson working against defender, up for 2. That's good. Tyson able to capitalize there. She is the 6th Jackrabbit to score. Yeah, count them 6. All Jackrabbits getting on the board today. Here's Schiller, spin move against Biome. Quick inside, kick out to Horn. Horn spin move inside. Across to Schiller, who is in the corner. Was wide open, but quickly closed the gap by the Jackrabbit defender. Here comes a three-point shot by Horn, and that's a three-pointer for North Dakota. That's a rarity. 34-21. Jackrabbits on top. Minute 20 remains in the first quarter. Paige Meyer forces away inside, can't capitalize on the basket, gets her own rebound, kicks out to Timmer as she was on the ground. Timmer to Paige Meyer again. Paige Meyer up towards the basket, can't get it. Tyson with the rebound there. Mathewitz was wide open, kicks out to the near side corner. Corner for Paige Meyer. Bounce pass to Biome. A whistle stops action as that shot's not going to count by Biome. Mesa Biome with the foul there, offensive foul. Her first personal foul. 5th team foul for the Jackrabbits. Going to put the Fighting Hawks into the bonus here with only less than a minute remaining in the first half. 34-21 the score. Jacks lead this one by 13. And Nevaeh Farrah-Horn will inbound here for the Fighting Hawks. Horn in to Jayla Owen. Owen on the far side, outside the three-point line, in the corner, give the ball over to Almer. Almer back out to Owen. Owen for 3, no good. Timmer on the rebound. Timmer now with 5 rebounds through this one. Timmer over to Paige Meyer on the far side. Meyer quick inside the paint now, kick out, wide open. Jenna Hopp decides not to shoot the 3. Inside to Tyson, kick back out to Hopp. Hopp bounce pass into Tyson. Tyson kicks back out to Hopp. Here's Paige Meyer on the near side 3. Quick inside the paint, up for 2. Meyer can't get it off the front of the rim. Paige Meyer gets her own rebound, resets the shot clock here. About a second more on the shot clock than, on the game clock than the shot clock. We got about 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Paige Meyer shooting a 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded that time by Miranda Vanderwall. Headed the other way, a half quarter coming in from Owen. That's an air ball, no good. And currently, the Fighting Hawks are one of their last 12 field goal attempts. And the Jackrabbits not doing much better, one of their last 8. That's the half. It's currently 34-21. The Jackrabbits lead this one by an astonishing 13. We'll have a 15-minute half here. Halftime report coming up here from Braden Byers. Make sure you stick around for that. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Collegiate Sports after this.
Workers, purr machines, and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
A heads up before something bad happens.
You should not send that text.
Uh-oh. Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can reverse prediabetes and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners. Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Jackrabbit women's basketball team leads the North Dakota Fighting Hawks 34-21 at halftime. Thank you all for joining us here on Collegiate Sports. I'm Braden Byers, Ben Anderson, bringing you the play-by-play here today on Semifinals Saturday. The winner of this one moves on to the Summit League Championship game tomorrow at exactly probably because there's no games before at 3:30 p.m. Time to take a look at the first half stats here. Thank you to the Summit League Communications Office and the whole entire Summit League office. I mean, they run a fantastic tournament here in Sioux Falls at the Denny Sanford Premier Center, but giving us these stats here after the end of half number one. Starting off with the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, only 3 players scoring there in the first half. 6 points each for Nevaeh Ferrara-Horn and Michaela Almer. 6 points for each of them. Ferrara-Horn with shooting 2 for 3 from the field, 2 for 3 on 3-pointers. She had 1 rebound and 1 assist. For Almer, 2 for 8 from the field, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc, and 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 6 total points, as I mentioned, 1 turnover and 1 steal for her. As a team, the Fighting Hawks shooting 23% in that first half, and they're 2 for 14 from 3-point range and 5 for 6 on the free throw line. For South Dakota State, on the other hand, a whole host of scorers. All 5 starters have scored, and they've even had a bench player score, that one being Callie Tyson there, to become the 6th Jackrabbit to score there in the first half. Kelly Tyson, she had 2. That was that one bucket, and that was the first shot she took. She's 1 for 1 on the day. She has 3 total rebounds, though, so contributing in other ways. 4 points for Mesa Byam, 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, and 2 for 2 on free throws. 4 rebounds for her, 2 assists, and 1 solo block. 4 points as well for Madison Mathowitz. She's 1 for 3 on shooting, 0 for 2 on 3, and 2 for 2 for free throws. 4 rebounds for her, 1 solo block as well for Mathowitz. Then we have Haley Timmer. She has 7 points, 2 for 6 shooting, 1 for 3 for 3, and 2 for 2 on free throws. 5 rebounds to lead the team for Timmer, and 2 block assists. 8 points for Brooklyn Meyer, 4 for 8. 0 for 2 on free throws, 2 rebounds for her, and 1 block assist, and 9 points to lead the way for the Jackrabbits. Didn't quite get to that 10-point mark, but as I said, a lot of Jackrabbits scoring here. 9 points for Paige Meyer. She's 4 for 9, so good shot selection from her. 0 for 2 from deep, and 1 for 1 at the free throw line. 4 rebounds for her, 2 assists. So good all-around game for Paige. The Jackrabbits shooting close to 40%, 39.4 in the first half. 1 for 11 on three-point makes, so might have to tune that up a little bit in the second half if they really want to put this one away. And 7 for 9 at the charity stripe. 29 total rebounds, 5 total assists, 9 turnovers, and 2 solo blocks for the Jackrabbits. Something I also wanted to point out here, turnovers, 9 to 4. The Jackrabbits having the 9, the Fighting Hawks having the 4, but it's not penalizing them so much. 6 points off of turnovers for each, dead even between UND and SDSU. But one thing that SDSU has definitely more favored in, 22 points inside the painted area versus 6 for North Dakota. The biggest lead of the night, or the day I should say, South Dakota State 16-point lead. That happened about the second half with 1:52 left. At the end of the first quarter, it was 22-11. There has been no lead changes, and there's been 1 tie, and the Fighting Hawks have never led in this game. 34-21, the score here at the half. We'll take another break. On the other side, we'll update things on the tournament side of things, the bracket, and we will let you know what to look forward to tomorrow if the Jackrabbits do indeed continue what they are doing so far. We'll be back here on the other side of the break. You're listening to Jackrabbit Women's Basketball on Collegiate Sports.
So driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Get her. Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back here once again. We're just a couple of minutes from getting the second half underway. 34-21, the South Dakota State Jackrabbits leading the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, trying to make it back to the Summit League Championship game for I don't even know how many years in a row at this point. I mean, they just keep winning and winning. I mean, we're close to, I think, 60 straight Summit League wins for this team. I mean, it's an incredible run.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the Jackrabbits looking to go back to back to back here as the Summit League champions and head back to March Madness, where hopefully they got a chance to make it to the second round this year as well.
Yep, well, they move on to the championship game if they win this game here. This is one of two semifinals here today, here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. The other one between Kansas City and Oral Roberts. It's going to be about 25 minutes after this one right here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Then later on tonight, fifth-seeded South Dakota taking on the Omaha Mavericks, and the Mavericks look good this year. And, I mean, they're the favorite to come out of this tournament, the number one seed. That's going to be at about 7 p.m. And after that one, the sixth seed North Dakota Fighting Hawks, led by Trayson Eaglestaff. The fantastic performance last night. Historic, the most points scored in NCAA Division I basketball this year so far. And we're in March, so we're getting down to it. They're going to be taking on the second-seeded St. Thomas Tommies. The two men's game going to be on CBS Sports Network, by the way. The second semifinal will be televised on Midcoast Sports and available to watch on Midcoast Sports Plus, or you can listen to it on the other local radio broadcasters. I mean, we see so many, at least I do, because this is your first tournament here. I see so many broadcasters that I know here. It's good to catch up with them, and that's kind of what makes this. It's kind of what makes this thing kind of fun.
It's like family Christmas
Exactly.
for you, Braden.
So here for the second half, I'll go ahead and turn it back over to Ben Anderson for the play-by-play.
Absolutely. Happy to have you here with us for this one. Getting tangled up here. The Fighting Hawks with the basketball starting off here. It's going to be Pemberton up for 2. The Fighting Hawks able to score first to start off the second half. It's going to be 34-23 right now. The Jackrabbits still lead this one. 9 minutes, 38 seconds remain in the third quarter. Timmer give to Byam here, center three-point line. Mathewitz near side. Mathewitz back to Byam. Center three-point. Byam's wide open, undefended. Cashed it there. Mesa Byam, don't leave her undefended. Byam able to capitalize. It's now 37-23. The Jackrabbits on top. Byam gets in there. I thought that was all ball, but there's going to be a foul here on Mesa. Mesa picks up the foul. First team foul for the Jackrabbits of the third quarter. And it will send Jocelyn Schiller to the line, shooting too. Mesa's a little bit upset about that one. I don't know. I saw all ball there. But again, the official's closer than I am. 37-24. Schiller's second shot is up and good. It's now 37-25. The Jackrabbits on top by 12. Here's Paige Meyer, give to Byam. Timmer on the near side. Outside the three-point line, Timmer back to Paige Meyer. Center three-point line, Meyer looking to shoot, Bow passing out to Timmer. Timmer back to Paige Meyer, far side 3. Here's Byam underneath the basket for 2, no good. Brooklyn Meyer gets the rebound, tries to dribble once and it runs into traffic. And we're gonna have a jump ball here, Jackrabbit possession. And the Jacks will inbound. Jump ball forced there by Jocelyn Schiller inside. Paige Meyer looking to inbound here, Fighting Hawk territory. 8:49 remains in the third quarter. Paige Meyer into Mesa Byam. Byam back to Meyer. Meyer's on the far side. Now moving inside to the paint. Looking out, Mesa Byam wide open for 3 again. That one's off the inside of the rim. Bad luck shot there by Byam, and here comes a whistle. Fatima Ibrahim picks up the first team foul for the Fighting Hawks, and the Jackrabbits will inbound again. Paige Meyer in to Timmer, to Mathewitz on the near side. Here's a travel on Timmer. A lot of turnovers for the Jacks. It's their 10th now, with 8:37 left to go in the third quarter. It's 37-25. The Jacks on top. Here's Pemberton, quick inside the paint now, working against Byam, up for 2, no good off the rim. Rebounded by Haley Timmer. Timmer headed the other way. Timmer to Paige Meyer, center three-point line. Meyer inside the paint, up for 2, no good. Rebound by Brooklyn Meyer, up for 2, and there's an and 1 for Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer's going to be headed to the line. Brooklyn now with 10 points through this one. It's now 39-25. Brooklyn Meyer with the chance to make it 40 for the Jackrabbits, and she does. And correction, you know, she makes it. Now Brooklyn Meyer with 11 points.
I had to do that one.
Absolutely. The Jackrabbits on top by 15. 8 minutes remain in the third quarter. Pemberton has the basketball for North Dakota. Pass outside now for Horn. Horn across to Schiller. Schiller for 3. That's off the glass, no good. Rebound by Haley Timmer again. Timmer quick the other way. 3 coming in from Paige Meyer. Nothing but net. Cash three-pointer, Paige Meyer. The Meyers lighten it up here in the third quarter. Paige now with 12 points through this one. And Haley Timmer having an excellent game as well. She now with 7 points and 7 rebounds. Haley Timmer with the chance to get a double-double through this one. 7:49 left to go in the third quarter. It's 43-25. The Jackrabbits lead it. We've got a timeout here. We'll take it with them. Be right back after this on Collegiate Sports.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
A heads up before something bad happens.
You should not send that text.
Uh-oh. Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can reverse prediabetes and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners. Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can...
Welcome back in here to the Denny Stanford Premier Center for the Summit League semifinal of the women's tournament. Currently, it's 43-25. The Jackrabbits lead this one with 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. North Dakota on the edge there, poked away by Haley Timmer, goes out of bounds. North Dakota will inbound in Jackrabbit territory. Jocelyn Schiller has it now, moving quick inside, passing out to Horn. Horn quick inside the paint, spin move for her, a pass out to Pemberton, who shoots a three. That's good for the Fighting Hawks. It's now 43-28. The Jackrabbits still on top. 7:21 remaining in the third quarter. Inside here for Mesa Byom. Byom's able to get it up for two. Byom now with 9 points and 4 rebounds through this one. It's 45-28, Jackrabbits lead. Pemberton quick inside, pass out Schiller. Schiller spin move against Timmer. There's going to be a travel here on Jocelyn Schiller. 45-28, still the score. The Jackrabbits lead by 17 now. 7 minutes remain in the third quarter. Paige Meyer moving up the court. Give to Timmer on the near side. Here to Byom, center three. Across to Paige. Here to Brooklyn Meyer on the inside. Meyer with a spin move up for two, and another and one for Brooklyn Meyer. Vanderwall picks up her second personal foul. That's the third team foul for the Fighting Hawks of the third quarter. Brooklyn Meyer at the line, shooting one. Meyer completes the three-point play there. It's now 48-28. The Jackrabbits jump to a lead of 20. 6:40 remains in the third quarter. Here's Armour. Armour quick inside the paint, up for two, no good. Rebound by Haley Timmer. Timmer now with 8 rebounds through the beginning of this game. Here's Paige Meyer, near side, quick inside the paint. Paige Meyer, pass across Brooklyn Meyer. Didn't look like Brooklyn was quite ready for that one. Spin move for Brooklyn, up for two. Brooklyn Meyer fights for the points there.
She made it work.
Absolutely. Gets 2 more points for her. She's now at 16 through the game. It's 50-28. The Jackrabbits increasing their lead. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here is Miranda Vanderwall. Vanderwall pass across to Horn. Horn across Schiller for two, no good. And that one's rebounded inside by Brooklyn Meyer. Paige Meyer quick in for the Jackrabbits. Looking for a pass out. Give to Brooklyn Meyer. Back to Paige. Brooklyn on the screen. 3 from Paige, no good. Brooklyn with the rebound. Timmer hits the ground hard. She's back up. Paige Meyer with the basketball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Paige Meyer quick inside on the three-point line, shooting. It's good for Paige Meyer, 3. 53-28, the Jackrabbits on a 13-3 run over the last 2 minutes and 36 seconds. 5 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Pemberton for 3. That's nothing but net for the Fighting Hawks. ends their scoring drought of the last 2 minutes with the Pemberton three-pointer. 5 minutes remain in the third quarter. It's 53-31. The Jackrabbits lead it. Paige Meyer on the far side, quick inside the paint now, dribbling between her legs. Pass across to Byom. Byom in. Brooklyn Meyer back right out for Byom. Byom catches it over the shoulder. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Fighting Hawks as they were trying to rebound down there. And we have another media timeout. 4:45 remains in the third quarter. It's 31, and the Jackrabbits lead this one. We'll take a break, be right back here after the media timeout on Collegiate Sports.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Get her. Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Paige Meyer inbound for Tyson, gets to Byom. Byom shoots a three-pointer, and that's off the rim, no good. 4:30 remaining in the third quarter. The Jackrabbits lead this one 53-31. Now it's Jocelyn Schiller for the Fighting Hawks with the basketball. Giving to Pemberton. Pemberton bounce pass in for Horn. That's no good. Goes out of bounds. The Jackrabbits will inbound here. I'm Ben Anderson with Braden Byers with the Summit League Tournament here in Sioux Falls. Glad to have you here with us. Mesa Byom subs out for Madison Volostin. Volostin will inbound to Paige Meyer. Paige Meyer headed up the court now. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Paige Meyer to Tyson. Tyson to Timmer. Timmer quick inside the paint. Jump shot for Timmer. That's good. Haley Timmer, 2-point bucket. 55-31 is the score. The Jackrabbits on top with 3:50 remaining in the third quarter. Here is Fatima Ibrahim on the far side. Give to Nevaeh Farrah Horn. Horn back across Jayla Owen. Owen to Pemberton for three. That's no good. Rebound by Emily Fox. Fox up the far side for the Jackrabbits. Moving in now, screened by Tyson. Timmer in the near side corner. Timmer quick inside the paint. Tries to get up for two. That's just ripped out of her hands by Fatima Ibrahim. And the Fighting Hawks headed the other way with 3 minutes 15 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Jocelyn Schiller for three. That's up and good for Schiller. Schiller having a little bit of a quiet night. She's only got 5 points. She's 1 for 10 on field goals. 55-34. The Jackrabbits lead it with under 3 minutes now in the third quarter. Paige Meyer quick inside. Pass out Haley Timmer. Haley Timmer moves in. Pivots over to Volostin. Emily Fox on the near side three. Fox quick inside. Screened by Tyson. Over to Paige Meyer. Paige jump shot two. That's off the rim. No good. Rebound that time by Kiara Pemberton. Pemberton up the court, quick inside. Pemberton in the paint, up for two. That's a good bounce for the Fighting Hawks. 55-36. The Jackrabbits still lead it by 19. Paige Meyer with the basketball. Moving to the far side, give to Timmer. Here's Emily Fox. Fox back to Paige Meyer on the near side. Paige Meyer bounce pass. Tyson up for two. Callie Tyson gets it done against two defenders in the paint. 57-36. The Jackrabbits still leading. It's now under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Pemberton quick inside the paint, and there's going to be a foul here as Paige Meyer gets tripped up into Pemberton.
Well, number 21,
Paige Meyer picks up the foul. That's her second personal foul, second team foul of the third quarter for the Jacks. Paige Meyer, Haley Timmer check out now. Madison Mathowitz and Ellie Kolbeck check in. At the line, shooting two, Kiara Pemberton for North Dakota. Pemberton's first is good. Makes it a 20-point game. It's now 57-37. The Jackrabbits lead. Pemberton, second shot is also good. It is now 57-38. Jacks leading. Minute 50 remaining. Here's Fox. Give to Kolbeck. Kolbeck to Mathowitz. Mathowitz outside the three. Moving inside. Mathowitz kicks out for Volostin. Back to Mathowitz near side three. Here is Kolbeck shooting for three from the far side. That's out the rim. No good. Here is Jocelyn Schiller moving up the court now quickly for North Dakota. Trying to fight against Tyson. Tyson gets on top there defensively. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Callie. And the Fighting Hawks will inbound here. Minute 26 remains in the third quarter. Schiller inbounding to Jayla Owen. Owen gets it to Nevaeh Farrell Horn. Horn bounce pass inside Ibrahim. Ibrahim working against Tyson, up for two. Lucky bounce in for the Fighting Hawks. It's now 57-40. The Jacks by 17. Just over a minute remains in the third quarter. Emily Fox passes to her left. That's Ellie Kolbeck. Kolbeck to her right. Volostin. Here's Fox on the far side. Fox back to center Mathowitz. Mathowitz for three. That's nothing but net cash. Madison Mathowitz. 60-40. Mathowitz makes it a 20-point game once again. The Jackrabbits on top. Whistle stops the drive of Jocelyn Schiller with 43.9 remaining in the third quarter.
Well, at number 22, Madison
Volostin picks up her second personal foul, third team foul of the third quarter for the Jacks. Schiller looks to inbound in Jackrabbit territory. Finds Jayla Owen. Owen outside the three-point line on the far side. Bounce pass in for Ibrahim. Ibrahim center three. Moving to the near side. Give to Schiller. 9 seconds of the shot clock. Schiller fade away. That's no good. Ibrahim with the rebound. Put back, no good. Callie Tyson gets the rebound that time. No second chance for the Fighting Hawks. Here's Emily Fox with the basketball. Center three-point line now. Just letting time slow down here. Under 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Fox now moving forward. Fox dribbling inside. 3 seconds to go. Mathowitz for three. That's off the front of the rim. Can't make it happen at the end of the third quarter. But the Jackrabbits still leading sizably here in this one. The semifinal in Sioux Falls. The score, it's 60-40. Still 10 more minutes to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after a break on Collegiate Sports.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back in here to the Denny Stanford Premier Center. I'm Ben Anderson, Braden Byers next to me. We're covering the semifinal of the women's tournament here. The Jackrabbits lead it by 20. It's 60-40, and we put 10 more minutes on the board. The fourth quarter just about to get underway. The Jackrabbits have led for the entirety of this game. Their biggest lead came in the third quarter by 25. Pemberton's the leading scorer for the Fighting Hawks. Right now, she's with 20 points. Here is Farrah Horn passing to Jocelyn Schiller. Schiller inside the paint, up for two, no good off the glass. Brooklyn Meyer with the rebound, give to Mesa Biome, now to Emily Fox. About 30 seconds has elapsed of the fourth quarter, and 9:30 remains. Here's Brooklyn Meyer, up for two, inside the paint, assisted from Mesa Biome. Able to get that one. It's now 62-40. The Jackrabbits lead it by 22. Jocelyn Schiller moving with the basketball now. Schiller goes towards the basket. It's going to be fouled. Foul on Mesa Biome. That's the first of the fourth quarter. That's Mesa's third personal foul. It's going to send Jocelyn Schiller to the line. She'll shoot two. 9:15 remains in the fourth quarter. Schiller with the first is good. It's now 62-41. The Jackrabbits still sizably leading in this one. Schiller's second at the line is off the front, no good. Rebound by Brooklyn Meyer that time. Here's Emily Fox headed the other way. Fox to Colbeck. Colbeck to Biome on the near side. Biome almost loses the basketball, regains control, pass back to Fox. Here's Mathewitz, across to Colbeck, far side. Colbeck to Fox, center three. Here is Brooklyn underneath the basket. There's going to be a foul here. Nevaeh Farrah Horn picks up her second personal foul. First team foul for North Dakota of the fourth quarter. 8:55 remains in the game. Brooklyn Meyer at the line, shooting two. She makes her first. It's now 63-41. Brooklyn Meyer with the second shot. That one is also good. Brooklyn now with 20 points through this one. Just about 9 minutes remain. And it's 64-41. The Jackrabbits leading by 23. Ibrahim gives to the top scorer, Pemberton. She shoots for three. No good there. Haley Timmer on the rebound. Timmer quick the other way. Pass to Biome. Biome step back outside the three-point line. She tries to pass inside. That's tipped away by Horn. Back in the arms of Biome. Here's a jump shot for Brooklyn Meyer. She can't capitalize on that one. And it's Pemberton headed the other way. It's still 64-41. The Jackrabbits on top. Here comes a three-point shot sent from the corner by Jayla Owen. That one's good for the Fighting Hawks. That's Owen's first points of the game, and it's 64-44. Jacks by 20. Up underneath the basket, it's Brooklyn Meyer and Haley Timmer in there for a rebound, a whistle. It's going to be a foul. No. Yes. Pemberton picks up the foul there. Second team foul for the Fighting Hawks. Inbound to Timmer. Timmer center three-point line. Step back three from Haley Timmer. That's nothing but net cash. Haley Timmer. Unbelievable. Timmer's now 1 rebound away from the double-double. She's got 12 points, 9 rebounds through this one. In the corner, Jayla Owen. Pass to Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Pemberton. Pemberton runs into some trouble with Paige Meyer, and Meyer forces the jump ball. 7:46 remains in the fourth quarter. 67-44 the score. Jackrabbits leading by 23. Timmer inbounds to Paige Meyer. Meyer dribbling at half court. Meyer to Biome. Here's Timmer on the near side. Timmer back to center three. That's Paige Meyer who shoots it. That's off the rim, no good. Now off of a correction here, Timmer got another rebound. It's now 12 points and 10 rebounds for Timmer. She does have the double-double through this one. Pemberton able to score a basket for North Dakota. It's 67-46 now. Just over 7 minutes remain. Paige Meyer pass to Mesa Biome. Biome gets into Timmer. Timmer working inside the paint against 2 defenders. Tries to force it up. She can't. Ends up on the ground, and Brooklyn Meyer finishes it. Brooklyn Meyer able to get the points there. It's 69-46. Jocelyn Schiller quick the other way. Tries for the basket. No good. Mesa Biome on the rebound there. Headed the other way. Paige Meyer pass all the way across. Mathewitz wide open three from the corner. No good. Rebound by Brooklyn Meyer. Mesa Biome finishes that one. Brooklyn Meyer with 22 points, able to get the assist to Mesa there. And a timeout's going to be called by North Dakota. It's 71-46, and the Jackrabbits leading big at the end of this one. 6:41 remains in the game. We'll step away for a short break. Be right back here for the last moments of this one on Collegiate Sports.
Taking care of one another is important, and most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
A heads up before something bad happens.
You should not send that text.
Uh-oh. Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can reverse prediabetes and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Welcome back in to the Denny Sanford Premier Center for the Summit League Tournament. I'm Ben Anderson, Braden Byers next to me. Glad to have you here with us on Collegiate Sports. The Jackrabbits leading at the end of this one, 71-46 over the number 5 seed, North Dakota. 6:21 remains in the fourth quarter. Haley Timmer able to get a double-double. She's got 12 points, 10 rebounds. Brooklyn Meyer having an amazing game. She's with 22 points now, 9 rebounds, 1 rebound away from the double-double for Brooklyn. Paige Meyer having a great game, 15 points for her. And Mesa having a great game as well, 11.6 rebounds for Biome. Jocelyn Schiller has it for North Dakota, pass to Armour. Back to the corner, that's Horn. Horn to Schiller, center three-point line. Here's Armour on the far side. Armour back Schiller. Schiller moving inside now, working against two defenders. Bounce pass to Horn in the corner. Pemberton for three. With 2 seconds left, the ball gets stuck between the rim again and the glass. Byam gets up there and knocks it down. Yeah, the ball got stuck right between the rim and the glass there. Mesa able to get up there and smack it down. 5:57 remaining in the game. Still 71-46. Schiller will inbound for North Dakota. Jackrabbits lead this one. And Schiller takes a three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Brooklyn, I believe. Paige Meyer with the basketball. Moving inside now. Kick out Mesa. Mesa back to Paige Meyer. Paige around the three-point line. Back to Mathewitz. Mathewitz to Timmer. Timmer moves in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn tries to force it into Mesa. That's tipped away by the defense. Jocelyn Schiller with it now after the turnover. Here's Armour shooting for three. That's good for Michaela Armour and UND. It's now 71-49. The Jackrabbits still lead. Paige Meyer up the near side. Quick into the paint for Paige. There's a jump shot for Meyer. That's good. Paige Meyer now with 17 points in this one, the native from Albany, Minnesota. Here is Pemberton. Kick out to Schiller. Schiller for three. That's no good. Rebound by Mathewitz. Paige Meyer up the near side. Here to Brooklyn Meyer, center three-point line. Here to Timmer. Timmer quick inside the paint. Jump shot from Haley. Timmer. That's good for her. 14 points of the night for Haley Timmer. 75-49, the Jackrabbits lead. And it's 4 minutes 36 remaining in this one. Pretty even spread across the board. All the Jackrabbit players getting in there and scoring. We'll have a timeout here. We're gonna stick around. It's timeout taken by the Jackrabbits. The Jacks have made 3 of their last 3 field goals. And North Dakota can't seem to get their shooting on point. They're only 30% through this one. They're 16 for 53. North Dakota inbound to Jocelyn Schiller. Schiller, center three-point line, moving inside now. Step back to the far side. Here's Ibrahim and handed over to Armour. Armour to Pemberton. Pemberton to Horn. Horn inside now for North Dakota. Kick out to Armour. Armour inside the paint. Spin move against Veloston, up for 2. Off the rim, no good. Madison with the... Just over 4 minutes remain in the game. It's 75-49. The Jackrabbits lead. Emily Fox moving in now for the Jackrabbits. Kick out to Ellie Kolbeck. Kolbeck moving in. Kick out Veloston. That was tipped away by the defense. Goes out of bounds. The Jackrabbits will have to inbound again. Veloston heads to the far side to inbound this one. 3:55 remains in the game. The Jackrabbits still leading. Here is Fox moving in now. In the paint from the free throw line. Fox for 2, no good. 75-49. The Jackrabbits on top. 3:41. And it's Pemberton with the basketball. Give to Ibrahim. And there's going to be a foul here. Callie Tyson picks up her second foul, the second team foul of the fourth quarter for the Jackrabbits. That'll set Ibrahim at the line, shooting 2. 75-49 the score currently. The Jackrabbits lead. Ibrahim can't make the first. It's off the front of the rim. 3:36 remains in this one. Ibrahim at the line. Her second is off the rim, no good. And the band a little bit happy about that one. If they were at home in First Bank and Trust, they would have got some free Buffalo Wild Wings there. Both missed free throws. And Jenna Hopp with the basketball now for the Jackrabbits. Moving quick inside, up for two. Jenna Hopp can't make it happen. Callie Tyson on the rebound, and it's Colbeck for three! Unbelievable shot, Ellie Colbeck, and the fight by Callie Tyson underneath the rim. Colbeck able to get on the board. She scores three for the Jackrabbits. Spreading the love a little bit more for the Jacks. She's the 7th Jackrabbit to score. UND on a scoring drought of the last 2 minutes. Here's Skylar Vollmer. Give across to Sydney Peekney. Here's Jayla Owen. Owen back to Vollmer. Vollmer to Owen. Owen for three. That's off the rim, no good. Rebounded that time by Hillary Behrens, who just checked into the game, the redshirt freshman. Colbeck moving quick inside now. Here's Jenna Hopp. Jenna Hopp dribbling between her legs, gives to Fox. Fox to Behrens. Behrens for three. That's off the front of the rim. 78-49. Jacks leading heavily. Got some of the younger players in now for the Jackrabbits. Here comes a three-point shot sent by UND. That's no good. That shot was from Sydney Peekney. 2 minutes 20 remains in the game. It's Emily Fox with the basketball. Give to Volostin. Volostin to Colbeck. Colbeck to Hopp. Hopp to Fox in the near side corner. Fox back to Volostin. Volostin up for two. That's off the rim, no good. Madison hasn't been able to get on the board yet for the Jacks. Here is Owen giving to Peekney. Peekney back to Owen. Owen inside for Vanderwall. Vanderwall can't get the shot there. Rebounded by the Jackrabbits. Ellie Colbeck with the basketball. Colbeck to Behrens. Wide open in the corner for three. Behrens able to hit that one. Cashed it. The redshirt freshman. (81-49), the Jackrabbits lead. There's going to be a foul on the other side. Volostin with the foul there. Minute 28 remains in the game. It's a shooting foul on Volostin, so Matea Mathern to the line, shooting two for UND. Mathern able to make it there. Ends the scoring drought of almost 4 minutes for UND. Second shot for Mathern is also good. 81-51, the Jackrabbits lead of 30 with a minute 30 remaining. Volostin to Hopp on the near side. Here's Colbeck. Colbeck all the way across for Behrens. Behrens driving inside. Kick out to Volostin. Volostin for three from the corner. Madison Volostin on the board. Cashed a three-pointer from the near side corner. Volostin's on the board. Only two players on the Jackrabbits who have been on the court haven't scored yet. Jenna Hopp and Emily Fox need to get on the board for the Jacks. Here's Owen shooting a three-pointer for UND, able to make that one there. It's 54, 30-point game. Jenna Hopp on the near side corner, give to Volostin. Volostin over to Colbeck. Colbeck to Fox. Fox is on the far side. Center Volostin. Volostin to Hopp. Hopp is outside the three-point line. Here's Emily Fox. Fox kick over to Volostin on the far side. Inside Hillary Behrens. Behrens inside the paint. Spin move against defender. Behrens loses her footing. There's a foul. No, not a foul. Jump ball. Jackrabbits possession with 27.4 remaining on the clock. It's 84-54. The Jackrabbits by 30. Emily Fox will inbound here. Finds Hillary Behrens. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Behrens gets it up off the rim. Oh, just barely rolls out. Jayla Owen for UND. 15 seconds on the game clock. Here is a last-ditch effort here by Miranda Vanderwall, and a foul coming in here on Behrens. It'll be a shooting foul. 9.5 remains in the game. And Vanderwall's at the line shooting 2 for UND. The score is 84-54, the Jackrabbits by 30. Vanderwall can't make the first. Second shot here from Vanderwall is up and good. It's 84-55 now, Jackrabbits lead. Emily Fox with the basketball, and it looks like it's going to come to a close here. 5 seconds on the game clock. Fox holding it till the end, and that's going to do it. The Jackrabbits win the semifinal game here in Sioux Falls, defeating the number 5 seed, UND. 84-55. The Jackrabbits win it by 29 points. And we're going to have a really fun post-game show coming up here, talking about how great these ladies played out here today for the yellow and blue. That'll be coming up right after this break. And we'll have it, Braden Byers with the post-game show, right after this.
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Get her. Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Eighty-four to 55, the South Dakota State women's basketball team advances to the Summit League championship game to be played tomorrow after the win over the North Dakota Fighting Hawks here in the Summit League semifinal game. Hello everyone, Braden Byers here with you on the post-game report. Ben Anderson is still here. He might chime in at some point. We'll see where it takes us. The Jackrabbits punched their ticket into the Summit League championship game. They'll play the winner of the next game between these two teams that are warming up on the court right now, Oral Roberts and Kansas City. It will be one of those teams on the other side of the Jackrabbits tomorrow at 3:30. We'll come on the air probably about 3:15, 3:20 to get you set for that matchup right here on Collegiate Sports. And we'll have the announcer cam as well, again, because we liked it so much. There was a little bit of trouble with it, but I think we got it figured out. So let's dive into these numbers here for both of these teams. And we'll start off with the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. Only one player in double digits with 23 points. That was Kiera Pemberton. She had 23 off of 8 of 15 shooting, 2 of 5 from long range, and 5 of 6 at the free throw line. She finished with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 turnovers in the game. Other point scorers for North Dakota: 9 points for Michaela Almer, 6 for Nevaeh Ferrara Horn, as well as Jocelyn Schiller and Jayla Owen. 2 points for Fatima Abraham and Matea Mathern, as well as 1 for Miranda Vanderwall. As a team, the Fighting Hawks shooting just under 30% at 29.3 in the game, 8 of 27 from three-point land and 13 for 18 on free throws. They finished with 26 total rebounds, 7 assists, 7 turnovers, 3 steals, and 4 blocked shots. On the South Dakota State side, 4 players in double figures here in this one. We'll start off at the top. 22 points for Brooklyn Meyer, 9 of 15 shooting, 4 for 6 on free throws. She had 10 rebounds as well for the double-double, 2 assists, 4 turnovers in the game here today. 17 points for Paige Meyer. She was 7 for 16, 2 for 6 from 3, 1 for 1 on free throws, 4 rebounds for her, 4 assists, 1 turnover, and 1 steal. 14 points for Haley Timmer, 5 for 11 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, and 2 for 2 on free throws, 10 rebounds. She also gets a double-double here today. 1 assist, 1 turnover in the game, and 11 points for Mesa Byam. 4 for 10 on shooting, 1 for 4 on three-pointers, and 2 for 2 on free throws. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and 1 blocked shot. As a team, the Jackrabbit shooting 44.4%. They were 9 for 26 from 3 and 11 for 13 at the charity stripe. 54 rebounds, 15 assists, 11 turnovers, 1 steal, and 3 blocked shots. SDSU had the advantage in paint points, 42-12, and second chance points, 22-14. Their biggest lead of the game was 33. That came right at the end of the fourth quarter. There were 0 lead changes. I'll get it right. Lead changes, 1 tie, and the Jackrabbits never trailed in the 84-55 win over the Golden Eagles. So, as I mentioned, they will move on to the Summit League Championship game tomorrow. Again, 3:30 tip-off, about 3:15 or 3:20 the pregame show right here on Collegiate Sports. It'll be against Oral Roberts or Kansas City. And Ben, Oral Roberts is a good women's basketball team. They gave the Jackrabbits a run for their money in both regular season games, and I can guarantee you if they make it past this one, they're looking to do it again. I forgot to turn your microphone up.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I agree. Oral Roberts is a really strong program, and if you watch this game on the TV, if you're listening or you listen to the broadcast from Oral Roberts, you're going to see this team face off against another really strong program in Kansas City. In Kansas City, what they did is they upset to get here. I can't remember who they played, but I remember it was a crazy game. Kansas City was able to defeat, they were able to defeat North Dakota State. They were able to upset the Bison to be here and play against Oral Roberts.
And the Bison were thought by many to be the team that the Jackrabbits would match up on. I mean, if you went chalk 1 versus 2, that was going to be the matchup for the championship.
Absolutely, and the Kansas City Roos were able to make an upset happen. and they're going to face off against Oral Roberts. So 2 really strong programs in the semifinals, the second round of this, and one of these teams is going to go on to face the Jackrabbits. I'm excited to see what these 2 programs can do here, and we'll see who we're playing tomorrow. I'm excited for that one too.
Yep, absolutely. Well, it's going to be an exciting day tomorrow. Again, 3:30 tip-off, 3:15, 3:20 pregame for SDSU versus either Oral Roberts or Kansas City, as Ben said. 2 very good programs. But that's going to do it for us here. Courtside, we're a couple of feet away from the court, but courtside really here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. 84-55, the South Dakota State Jackrabbits move on in the Summit League tournament to the championship game tomorrow. For everyone that makes this thing possible, and for my partner, Ben Anderson, I'm Braden Byer saying so long. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with you tomorrow for the Summit League title game.